What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video, and I know I haven't made a phone video for a long time, but I just want to make a quick video here. Don't really want to put too much into it because it'll take too long to put up when I put the editing and stuff like that. So just want to come on here to talk about the recent trade that the New York Giants just made, and although it's not really too much a big trade, it's not too significant. I do like that there's constant readjustments. There's constant, adjusting to what the roster's looking like. That means there's constant, I guess, overwatch of what's going on the team, instead of them just being comfortable with where they're at and just going into the season with the guys that they have. They're trying to do something about getting better. They're trying to constantly, cycle through players, see who really fits the system the best. Now, the New York Giants made a pure swap between Isaac Yiadom and Josh Jackson. Now, I don't really like this move just because I feel like Isaac Yiadom is fantastic depth. His career is kind of trending up. Josh Jackson's career is kind of trending down. If you look at Josh Jackson, if you guys don't know too much about Josh Jackson, he was a second-round pick, and I believe 2018, I want to say 2018, 2017, maybe 2017. 2017 was a second round pick. People thought he should have went first round. I thought that as well. Out of, I believe, Iowa. And he had a lot of traction going into the NFL draft. I thought he was a pretty good prospect. He was a long, lanky outside corner. I thought could really fit the NFL very nicely. He started the first 10 games in his career, and then the past 26 games over the past 2 seasons, he's only started 5 games, and that was all last year. I think it was due to injury. Kevin King is a guy that gets injured a lot in that Green Bay secondary. So Josh Jackson, his career kind of trending down. He was a second-round pick. He was very highly regarded coming out the draft, and it just seems like it hasn't been working with Green Bay. Now, I think this connection is with Patrick Graham. Remember, Patrick Graham was part of that Green Bay defensive room and defensive coaching staff when Josh Jackson was drafted. Maybe there's correlation there, maybe not. But I know Josh Jackson is a standout on special teams, which is probably what the goal was here. They feel like they have a good defensive back room with Adoree Jackson, James Bradbury, Aaron Robinson, Darnay Holmes, even Rodarius Williams. Maybe they feel like they're comfortable with those guys and they want some more extra, special teams standouts. Apparently, Josh Jackson has 556 special teams snaps. So that's probably what the goal was here, and maybe Green Bay is looking for more of a cornerback to play games. So that may be what it was there. It was a pure cornerback swap, and Isaac Yiadom is more of a outside cornerback, which is what Green Bay needs, and the Giants feel comfortable with what they have at cornerback right now. Maybe they just need some special teamers, and maybe that was probably, a win-win situation for both sides. So I don't really think this is an issue. I don't really have a problem with it. I do like Isaac Yiadom as a cornerback better than Josh Jackson. Isaac Yiadom was a former third-round pick, but his career he had a really good season with the Giants. Do not get me wrong, guys. Remember, this is a former third-round pick. I mean, he was terrible with the Denver Broncos. You guys have to be very, very grateful with what Isaac Yiadom did with us. I know he wasn't the best cornerback, but he wasn't. I honestly didn't expect him to do as well as he did, especially towards the end of the season. He was a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for. You guys have to watch the film to understand that Isaac Yiadom got a lot better as a cornerback in the NFL than when he was with the Denver Broncos. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I think it's a special teams move. I'm okay with it. I'm all for improving all 3 phases of the game, and that includes special teams, obviously. The New York Giants also made a trade for Keon Crossan or something like that. Houston Texans cornerback. Gave up a 2023 sixth-round pick, so I'm not too worried about that. The Giants also released a couple players like Alfred Morris, Clayton Thorson, Chris Milton. These are guys that I predicted. I didn't even put on Twitter because I wanted to make my predictions of who they're going to cut, and I didn't get around to doing that, but I would have had multiple guys right. And then they also brought in another quarterback too. So the Giants are making moves, man. They're on the move. They're making moves, and I'm liking it. I'm liking what they're doing. Little upgrades can make a big difference in a season. If you notice that there's an issue there, maybe you feel like Isaac Yiadom is not, he's not much of a special teamer, and you're just having talent there that's not going to play, you might as well just flip that for something that you need, which is special teamers, and maybe that's what it was for. So that's my opinion on the trade. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Obviously, there's not really a cap. I don't think there's much of a cap differential as well, so you don't really need to get into the analytics of that. But all that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.